Hello there, Lunar Squadron, and welcome back to the channel. Just yesterday, we released a video talking about new details that had emerged for the upcoming Jedi Survivor, namely the fact that EA Star Wars' Twitter account had changed their profile header and profile picture to that of new shots from Jedi Survivor. Now that left us wondering, was that any sort of soft confirmation that Jedi Survivor would be at the Game Awards this upcoming week? Well, later last night, Jeff Keighley actually announced that this morning we would be getting the hype trailer for the Game Awards earlier this morning, and we got that trailer, and guess what, Andreas? Inside that trailer were shots from Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So in this video, we're going to talk about what that means for this game appearing at the Game Awards later on this week. But also, there was another Star Wars game featured in this trailer, and we're going to talk about that too. But before we get into all of that, if you're new to the channel, we would love to have you as always, and the way to do that is just go down below this video, hit that little subscribe button, the bell notification right on next to it. It will notify you every single time Andreas and I upload the latest and greatest Star Wars content. Without further ado, Andreas, ready?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, let's get right into it. Okay, Andreas, so earlier this morning, we got the hype trailer for the upcoming Game Awards that Jeff Keighley teased last night, and within this trailer, we got some shots from Jedi Survivor. They are shots from the original trailer back in May. It's nothing new. They're not brand new shots, but it kind of adds to the smoke, adds to the fire that we might be seeing something new for Jedi Survivor this week, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does add to the smoke. Now, I know that our message has been until Respawn actually confirms that we're going to be seeing a trailer or release date, not to bet all of your money on it actually appearing anywhere. But, I mean, if you had to bet that this game would be somewhere, the Game Awards looks like the perfect storm right now between the social media presence of EA Star Wars changing, their Twitter page to show, images from Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and then Respawn saying, hey, EA Star Wars, nice backdrop there. Like, between the perspective release window, between the book release, all of this smoke leads us to the thought that we should be seeing this game at the Game Awards. We should be seeing a release date. We should be seeing a trailer. And I think, that kind of leads me into the next question, which is, if it is here, what will we see? We can get into that just a minute, but first, Nick, what are your thoughts on whether or not this game is going to be at the Game Awards? Is it a shoo-in at this point, or should we still proceed with caution?
Yeah, so I can't just change my tune from 24 hours ago where I said if it doesn't come from EA Star Wars or it doesn't come from Respawn, that it's not hard confirmation. But I'm comfortable enough at this point kind of labeling this as a sort of soft confirmation. The amount of smoke surrounding Jedi Survivor being at the Game Awards is immense. I mean, we have the reports that we will be getting the release date, a brand new trailer. We have EA Star Wars, like you said, changing their Twitter profile. And then the game is featured in the hype trailer for some reason at the Game Awards. There is nothing I don't believe that Jedi Survivor could possibly be nominated for. It could be for, like, most hyped upcoming game or something, but I don't even know if that's, like, a game award. Honestly, there's so many different awards. I really don't know what there is anymore outside of, like, Game of the Year and Best Narrative. There's so many damn awards. But there's a reason that Jedi Survivor was included in the trailer for the upcoming Game Awards. So, for me personally, if I had to bet on it, like you said, I do think Jedi Survivor is, of course, going to be at the Game Awards. I already believed that before we got this trailer, but for me, this trailer just acted as some sort of soft confirmation, and I do believe we will be getting the release date and the trailer that they have reported on. They even said it would happen roughly 30 minutes into the show, so there was even some precise details on when exactly it was going to happen during the show. So I think this is like a very, very real thing. I don't think this is starting to go beyond rumors. This just seems pretty legit at this point, at least for me. It's not hard confirmed from EA, Star Wars, or Respawn, so anything could happen. They could pull out or choose not to do it at this point. But this is about as soft confirmation as you could possibly get without, this is walking the line as far as you possibly can go without just being like, yeah, it's there, it's happening.
Yeah, and just to kind of touch on one of your points there, Nick, there is a most anticipated game category for the Game Awards, and you expect this trailer to show off the nominees for the Game Awards, but actually, Jedi Survivor was not one of the nominees for most anticipated game. So it does lead me to believe that, if it's not a nominee anywhere, then is this actually going to be a platform where we could see some sort of news for Star Wars Jedi Survivor? And I don't know. I think it's a leaning on yes, but like Nick said, I don't want to just go ahead and guarantee that until we hear some official confirmation from Respawn. But this does seem like one of those situations where we have everything but the confirmation at this point. I think we're definitely going to be watching this event with our eyes towards looking towards something like that.
There's just too much that's happened this week for Jedi Survivor. There's too much going on within the week of the Game Awards for me to just not believe that this game is not going to be there. There's too much. Like, it has to be there. Like you said, why is it in the hype trailer if it's not nominated for anything for the Game Awards? Like that would just be crazy at this point if it doesn't show up, honestly.
Yeah. So I guess that leads us to our next question, which is, what's going to show up? Are we going to see another full-blown trailer? Are we going to see a release date? I think the dream scenario for everyone is always, are we going to see gameplay? That's what everyone always wants to see, is like a gameplay thing. What do you think, Nick? What's the spectrum of possibilities for this event for Jedi Survivor?
I've always just assumed that the new trailer would be some sort of cinematic trailer again, much like the first one. I haven't really considered until you just mentioned it the possibility of it being like a gameplay type trailer, but that would be great. I hope it's a gameplay trailer because that would give us stuff to break down and analyze like we did for Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga all the way back. I'd love to get a look at like the skill tree and maybe try to see if we can analyze and figure things out for that, but yeah, I hadn't really considered a gameplay trailer up to this point. For me, I was just assuming it would be another story cinematic trailer, just get a better idea of what exactly is going on in this game, because the last trailer didn't exactly reveal much, and the article they released alongside that trailer didn't really reveal much other than it takes place 5 years after the first one, and Cal is in some deep shit.
Yeah, I mean, there is a world of unknown when it comes to this game, and it would be nice to sort of see a more in-depth cinematic trailer fleshing out what we should expect with this game story-wise. And don't I don't know if this is the appropriate forum for an extended gameplay look at this game. Maybe some gameplay interspersed with the cinematics might be more appropriate for this one, but I'm kind of thinking, just like you, Nick, this is going to lean on more of the cinematic side. So with that, did you have anything else for Jedi Survivor, or are we free to go into the next game that showed up in this trailer?
Yeah, I know, this is crazy. I didn't think we'd be talking about another Star Wars game appearing in this trailer, and no, we're not talking about the brief frame of Leia from Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, which, as an aside, didn't expect to see that. I know it's nominated for something, and this was going through the nominees, but there was like, that Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he like sits up and points at the screen?
Oh,
that
yeah,
was me
that was
when
us.
like Lego Star Wars showed up on the trailer. I was like, "Oh, hey, look, there's that one game we used to talk about. Like it's up on the screen right there." But no, we actually got a brief look at Star Wars Eclipse. Now, it's just a shot from that trailer from last year, but it's not nominated for anything. It's reportedly years down the road. So the question, Andreas, is, what the hell is Star Wars Eclipse doing in the hype trailer for the Game Awards? What is going on here? Because that took me by surprise. I was shocked to see that this morning.
No, this is the equivalent of me having a house party, inviting, a very select group of friends, and then some random acquaintance that I have from high school shows up. Like, that is what this is like. I was watching this trailer very much looking out for Survivor stuff, and then we see out of nowhere Eclipse showing up. And like you mentioned, Nick, Eclipse is a game that we associate as being very far off the mark when it comes to release schedule. We don't anticipate this game anytime soon. But that said, I mean, what are the odds of them clarifying their release window at this Game Awards? maybe redialing or retuning. I know that there was a lot of shaking and moving over at the studio. So I don't know. What do you think? What do you make of this? Honestly, I was kind of stumped by this being here. I was like, I have no idea what to expect out of Star Wars Eclipse at the 2022 Game Awards. I thought this game had nothing to do with 2022 anymore.
To be completely honest with you, I have no idea what the hell we could possibly expect from this game. Reports have it 2027 at the earliest. It's reportedly in development hell because of the studio and all the controversy surrounding it. Now, there was an interview that came out on IGN 3 days ago with David Cage talking about Star Wars Eclipse and how the game wouldn't be a respawn of Detroit and all of that stuff. So, like, it's been talked about recently in the last week, but you cannot convince me that they're at the point with this game where they are ready to show off anything legitimate. I can't imagine they're ready to show off another cinematic trailer. To me, that original cinematic trailer from last year was just a hype trailer to get investors interested in the project. I don't know why that was there. I don't think Star Wars Eclipse is legitimately going to show up at this Game Awards. Maybe they just needed a clip because, like, in the trailer, there's like a moment where like the drums start going. And like maybe they just needed a visual like aid to the drums going to like match the.
But then they doubled down on it though. Like they showed another game and then they go back to the trailer after that.
I really don't know.
It's like Jeff Keighley, you are messing with us here. What are you doing?
I will say, in all of the stuff that we have covered in regards to Star Wars and Star Wars games on this channel, this is the most confused I have ever been. And, like, we had some real confusing moments with LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga and some real, like, what-the-hell moments. But, man, this might be the biggest what-the-hell moment I've had covering Star Wars because I got nothing. Usually I can try and, like, come up with something, some sort of reasoning, some rationale for this being how it is, and I got nothing. This game is years away. I don't know what they're trying to do here with Eclipse.
You know, maybe Quantic Dream has kind of felt the public pulse on this game, and it is very much like, I think the whole public looked inward at Quantic Dream and what's going on with this game, and we all identified it as a disaster and have just written off this game entirely. We're not thinking about it. It's not on our radar because we just don't want to look forward to something that we're not going to get within the next century. And they are trying to make their game relevant, maybe for investors or further investing, maybe for, just for good PR. Maybe they just want to establish some sort of a timeline for their quote-unquote fans. And they want to come out and clarify things, which is, good on you, Quantic Dream, if that's your plan. But honestly, guys, if you are one of those few people who are still very looking forward to this game that will be coming out in 2037, then I honestly wouldn't expect this game to be at the Game Awards. But you never know now that it's in the trailer. My betting odds on this one are in favor of Jeff Keighley is just screwing with us here at Lunar Squadron, putting in clips from Star Wars Eclipse. I see you, Jeff Keighley. You're messing with us.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I just can't imagine Eclipse shows up this game. Maybe, like, I know Jeff Keighley likes to bring some developers on stage and interview them throughout the event, so maybe he brings, like, David Cage up on stage or somebody from Quantic Dream and just asks them about how's development going, and they can just maybe give a little more insight into what exactly Star Wars Eclipse is about and how the game is going to operate. I could see it being like that, or maybe some concept art, like, while they're talking, put it up on the screen behind them, but I don't expect anything beyond that. I don't think we're going to get anything crazy, if it is mentioned at all. And, like, I don't know if Jeff Keighley wants to bring somebody like David Cage up on stage. That's I don't know if he wants that smoke. That's just bringing controversy into your event where you just don't need to do that. So I just can't imagine his PR team would be like, yeah, that's a good idea. Go for it. Just do that. That's just like PR 101. Don't bring controversy where there doesn't need to be controversy. So I don't know. Who knows? Guys, let us know down below in the comments. What do you guys think we're going to get from Jedi Survivor? Is it going to be that rumored trailer? Is it going to be that rumored release date? And let us know down below. I'm really interested to hear what people have to say. Will Star Wars Eclipse be at this event? And if it is, what do you expect to see from Star Wars Eclipse at this event? Because Andreas and I, we got no idea. And usually we have some sort of idea of what we expect. And I gotta say, for both of us, I don't think we have any damn idea what could possibly be here. So let us know down below in the comments what you think we will get from apparently Star Wars Eclipse being at the Game Awards. Who knows? Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for us for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, we will see you all next time.